Hello, welcome to Big Crone Energy. I'm Angela, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, I appreciate it and welcome as well. Today I'm doing my April favorites. I have recently learned that I am most likely, through the true sidereal, a Virgo, so I have a list. Makes sense why I do list, because Libras don't, and that's what I am on the other one. It's early morning here, so I probably don't look the freshest, but I got laid off. That's one of the things. Um, but through, I had been working on things to try to bring abundance, and so I got laid off on a Thursday, had an interview because I kind of knew it was going to happen on a Friday, and got hired right away. So I started Monday. So, um, anyway, not to belabor that too much, but it's I actually have to go into an office now, and since COVID, I've worked from home remote, so it's a lot of changes, and so far so good. So I am. So anyway, this is probably gonna be a long video. I thought I would start with the face one, and I never know where to look, so I'm kind of rambly. Got myself my big mug of coffee. So settle in, get yourself something to drink. Um, I just real quickly want to go over kind of like monthly happenings. For Christmas, I have three boys. They're grown now, but um, I got them for Christmas comedy show tickets to the largest city closest to us. So that was fun. We got to hang out in the city. I went to a metaphysical in-person shop. I'll link that video because I did do a little haul. And see what else happened. I guess that's about it for the fun stuff. Um, I, yeah, so this will highlight some books, some witchy stuff that I am learning to incorporate into a practice, YouTube videos that I liked or people that I watched. Kind of what's coming up this next month in May. Um, Tarot decks used, and I'm working on organizing what I have. I'm hoping to stop buying so much and actually using what I have, which has been a problem in the past. So I'm going to start working on that. I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at. I guess I won't belabor this too much. I just wanted to show my face and tell you hi and welcome, and hope you've been enjoying my content. So yeah, I'm going to switch it around and let's get to looking at things. Okay, we'll start with the decks I got in this month. These just came in yesterday, and oh no, Monday, and I got them off of Topago. I'll link it below because each of these decks, I don't usually necessarily want to talk about price, but they're, I would say, independent because I don't think you can get them off Amazon, but they're $20 a piece, and I really only originally wanted this one, and this one I do like the best. I believe it's called the Halloway. I should have paid attention. Owl Moon 513 in an older video I was watching said this very much represented air suits, and it's very provocative and kind of creepy, so it kind of fit my aesthetic. This one for $20, I just was like, oh, I have to pay for shipping anyway, so what the hell. It's the only two tarot decks they have. They sell a lot of other stuff. And the customer service is excellent because this full came, it's got creases. I don't know if you could see them. And they're going to replace the full. So here's some of the images. They're in order because I just didn't. But this one I will link below because it is such a good deal. Cardstock isn't the best, but I've definitely had worse. So this makes you, I mean, some of these images, this one I'll have to sit with some more because they definitely go off of like way off of. Like I just don't get how that's the tower other than the prickly thorns, the birds above. I guess I could see it. But this one I'm going to have to sit with. I definitely think it's evocative. Not a heart. You get tired of me saying that? So yeah. I think that's a very interesting Eight of Wands. I don't understand how this is burden though. I mean the typical RSW. I don't know. I guess maybe all those people wanting something from you, because if you look real closely, it's people looking down. I do like this Knight of Cups. So there's that one. And they do come in these nice pouches. Now this one, like I said, is the one reason why I got it. I like the color palette, same cardstock. I mean, look at that for strength. I don't know, there's just something about it. Justice, it's another one of those ones that I don't get, and I like that. I don't know, maybe I like to be challenged. Here she is eating all the stars, eating all the hope. Let's see here. Let's see here. I like that 2 of Cups. The swords definitely get on the different side. Like he stole them and his hands are cut off over here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I mean, definitely if you don't like gory things, or this would not be for you. So yeah, I will have each of these linked down below. This one comes in a black one. Pardon me. And then back to the Racine, Owl Moon 513. She did a intensive with for Persephone, and you needed the Queen Mab Oracle, so I picked that up. And you'll see I did a ritual around it here later. I'll insert the clip. It has nudity, so be forewarned. This, I mean, she was right on about this being intensive and direct. And I can see I have not worked with the deity before, so I thought this would really give me a jump start to understand how to do that. I don't try to force anything, but Persephone has been on my mind, so it was just kind of serendipity, I feel. So I've been working with this, and so I had to, I didn't have to, but I chose to pick that up. And then I saw a couple people have this, so I got the bug of wanting it. So this is the Glyphs, Sacred Symbols Oracle. These are the backs. You can see the gold on it. It's a decent cardstock. I do like this. I don't know what I would... I'm thinking this would pair very nicely a circle of doors. So just a few of these cards as I keep going. Love a Lunar Moth. So yeah, I did pick up that. Nice edges. And then I picked up, I mentioned this in another video. I keep it in a bag because the box it comes in, this is independent, but it was very reasonable as well. The Tarot of the Guiding Muse. The book is interesting, so you're following, I've mentioned, again, I apologize if you've already heard this, but I'm not typically into ones that follow a certain character or tell a story, but I saw this one on Green Eyed Tarot's. She did a walkthrough and just, it spoke to me. So, very interesting. This Emmy girl, lady, person you follow through, and has a nice little write-up of kind of like her journey in that. So I love the coloration. I have read with this. This is one of the ones that I've read with this month because I just am totally in love with it. Just the colors, I don't know. I mean, as you can see, my typical aesthetic, this just ticks off everything that is not really aesthetically me. Very colorful. Follows a specific person. Not a specific theme because she's kind of all over the place. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I love this star. So yeah, that is the Tarot of the Guiding Muse. Keep it in this pouch. And the last one, I did a whole haul, and I'll link that up in the cards of MPC. I'm sharing this because I have actually used this one too. This is the Gothic Tarot, or Gothic Tale, sorry, Tarot, by Rachel, and this is just amazing too. So next I'm going to go through some decks that I've used. So I'm not going to refeature that one and this one since these are in the new pile. Look at that Judgment. Love it. This is just a well done deck. And I'm happy to have it and utilize it. And I've heard, now when I ordered this, I think there was only one choice, but I have heard that she's given multiple choices in how to get this on the Make Plain cards, so yeah. Oh, and another one that actually I'm going to save this. This is another one I got new, but it was in the haul. But this I'm going to show what I paired with. It is also one of Rochelle's decks. So let me get everything out that I paired with, and I shall be back. Okay, I'm going to show you my journals first. This is my Deck and Walk journal. And part of the fun of this, or the what I like to do with it, is do some artwork in it. And so I'm going to insert a clip of me creating in this right here. And so, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet. And so I used the Tarot of the Guiding Muse in this. I used my Maria, and yeah, to do a couple spreads with it. There it is again. And I need, today's the 30th, so the last day of this first Decan, I always call it Decan, and Doris. And I need to watch Tarologically. I always say her thing. I'll have her link below. But anyway, I'm going to watch hers today because I haven't had a chance yet. And make my second spread. And that'll go in this. So that is for that. And then this one I have, I was using for, I just need to decorate a little bit more, but the Persephone Intensive. And of course that was the Queen Mab. This is as far as I've gotten on it. So there's the two journals. Otherwise I've been doing digital journals, and I will show those here in a bit. And then the other combination that has really worked out well, that was my main staple for just everyday kind of pulls, was the Notorious JBG deck. This was curated by Peekaboo Rose and the Flower Oracle. This is off of Poppy, California. And so I have, sorry about my hand in the way. There we go. These just have really read well together. It's funny because I pulled out all these, what I thought were spring decks, and I was going to use them all and really get into it. And because I'm not forcing my tarot readings, I didn't really work with a whole lot. And what I did, you just kind of stick with the same staples. So yeah, that's this one. And then towards the end of the month, I used this, and this was not a pairing. I don't think I showed in that in making playing cards. This is the Magical Herbal Whispers, again by Rochelle, and I paired it with the Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna Edition. And it looks beautiful together. Just look at that colorway. Just the purples and the light muted colors, just really looks good together. So yeah, and then like I said, I did also use the Gothic Tale Tarot. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for tarot wise. I did do the VRs, the Feeding My Soul 1212s, Show Me Your Decks tag, and just did some various videos that felt called to do throughout the month. I hope you do take the time to check them out, and I will plug a subscribe. Please subscribe if you like my content. If you like what I have to say, definitely leave a comment and like the video. That's the midway introduction kind of thing. So the next thing I have on here is I did go and see some movies. I saw the movie Sinners, and it was okay. It was pretty interesting. I don't go see a lot of movies, so it was nice. I went with my youngest son. I'm going to pull up my iPad here. That's what I have to show you is all iPad stuff. And then some books I read. Let me go grab them, hold on. Okay, so I haven't read an actual physical book. I usually do audiobooks. I know there's a debate on them really reading, but I feel they are. This was recommended by Waves of Hurt My Soul, and it's Soulless by Gail Carriger. And I started reading this at 7 o'clock at night, and I finished it at 1 o'clock in the morning. I used to do that in my 20s. I could not do that and not be a zombie for work the next day. So I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was, an easy read. I guess not the quickest, but it is pretty thick. So then I decided to read, there's 5 books in the series, so the next one is Changeless. I read that one, and I'm almost done with Blameless. I have 5 hours and 22 minutes left. And then I have this book that I had picked up because of Dawn Michelle, and it's Walking with Persephone by Molly Rimmer. And I thought with the Queen Mab intensive that this would be perfect timing to read this, but it's not. This is a lovely book, but it's a little bit of a hug book, and I am needing something with tough love. So it's not the time and the place for this book, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to put it aside, and when it'll be there for when I am ready. And then, again, I keep talking about the same people, but maybe I just watch the same videos over and over again. Feeding My Soul talked about their spiritual journey, and they recommended this book, Womb Awakening, Initiatory Wisdom from the Creatix of All Life. So I have started, I'm just barely into it, this book, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I do think it has a lot to bring to the table, and I hope to be able to really dive in and feel a connection there to that womb energy. That's what I'm looking for. So now let's switch to GoodNotes, because a lot of I did download some things on here. I downloaded a grimoire. I haven't really started with it, but it's got spell work, altar, sigils, crystals, and you just, if I can get this thing to work. Oh, is this thing not turned on? Hold on, let me turn this thing on. Okay, there we go. So it just switches to the push a little feather. Oop. Well, it's not working, or it's not the thing. It's me, I'm sure. Shadow work. So there goes that. And that goes back up. There we go. So I got this one. That was just off Etsy. And then I picked up some from, so then I also picked this up from Etsy. It's a yearly calendar, moon dates, yearly review, tarot spreads, all that. I still need to work. I just barely, I bought it about 15 days ago. And I filled it in a little bit, but I need to do better. There's moon notes, wellness, just a little bit of everything. So I'm going to dive into this one some more. And then from off of Rochelle's Ko-fi, Amethyst Ascensions Ko-fi, I picked up this one. And I'm not sure what I click to get back, but it comes with all this, spreads, minor arcana, And I'm sure this will take me to the spreads. Yep. So maybe this will take me back. Maybe that. Ah, yes. This apparently takes us to the page above. Or page below. Anyway, it's a tarot study journal, digital only. And she's got set up nice. I just haven't used it yet. And then another one, the biggest one that I have used of Rachel's is this, the Massive Digital Organizer Journal. So you get 16 categories, and I'm going to list them here. I've got the collection, what I call my collection decks, and I have a list here. These are the ones in a just a box outside of my usual working ones. Shadowy Gothic, Eclectic, Art Couture, Everyday Feel Good, Study Decks, Deep Thought Decks, Thoth, Fae Tarot and Oracle. And then this goes into my Oracle. So this is General Reads Oracles, Art Couture, Shadowy Gothic, the collection, Witchy Oracles, and then Lenormand and Runes. And then I thought I'd put books in here, and I still have, yeah. So yeah, I'm really liking this. I really just slowly been taking it off piece by piece, bit by bit, and then you get pages to see if I think I have one in here. So each one of these, I mean, it's 563 pages in this. So she has definitely made it very huge and accessible. So you just click on it, takes you right to that. You hit the pin, go back. I swear, I mean, I have no, personal relationship with Rochelle, but she makes quality stuff, and I have recently found her, and I do tend to be an all or nothing kind of person. So if I find something, if somebody's I like within reason, one all the things. I mean, she has a lot more decks. I think she's come out with some new decks. I might check them out. Just if I do decide to make playing cards order, see if they resonate with me and get those too. So she's not paying me to say this stuff. It's not sponsored. I am part of her Patreon. She has been supportive of me, and I appreciate that. I just want to make that clear because I know a lot of these videos I'm pumping her up, but it really is because it's a fantastic product, not because I have any pull with her or, I'm wanting anything from her kind of thing. So anyway, I don't know, I just felt like saying that because I'm like, oh, people are going to, I don't know, maybe overthinking. Does anybody else do that? If you overthink too, leave that in the comments down below because Lord knows I'd like to not feel so alone. So yeah, that's kind of the digital stuff. And then I'm going to insert some, I got a resurrection plant, a Rose of Jericho. So I'm going to insert some pictures of that in here, of it blossoming. And then I also, around the Persephone Queen Mab things, did a ritual and kind of showing you, I'm going to speed that up and show you what I did there. So that'll be the next part. So I will see you in a bit. So I got this bowl. It's a ceramic bowl at All Places Hobby Lobby. It's very springy to me, so I'm using it as a ritual bowl. Put some salt down, some scented salt. And then I did some research on kind of things you can do for offerings for Persephone. So I got some tea out, put some little trimmings of the Rose of Jericho in there, because she does essentially get resurrected in my mind into this time of year. Picked out some crystals with colorways and meanings, and then I lit it and kind of did a meditation over it. So that's that. So it said best to put in a large fish bowl. So here it is, blossoming the Rose of Jericho. All right, so thank you if you sat through all that. Just wanted to come on here face to face and talk about some things that I plan on doing, videos I plan on making, mainly a four-part series I saw on Tangy Tarot, and I believe she got it from another creator. I don't want to say the wrong creator, but I'll link them down below too, who has a reading from the same. I saw that video, and I think I know who it is, but I don't want to be wrong. So what it is you take a reading and then you take different decks and see how they read differently, because I want to find, I want to go through and find the decks or a deck or a set of decks that Persephone, to continue that journey, wants me to use or would be a good pair for her and I. So I'm going to do 4 decks of a certain, more like shamanic kind of vibe, another set of 4 that I think are kind of similar, and then narrow it down from there, and then do oracles to pair with it. So that'll be 3 videos, and then I'm going to throughout the month show you like a video towards the end of the month is my plan, hopefully, fingers crossed, kind of like how they worked in practice, because I like to show, I want to show how I'm using these things. Are they working in practice? Are they legit? So maybe you could follow me on my journey of who I'm supposed to be spiritually, how I incorporate things spiritually, because I am starting from the ground and working my way up. So anyway, also if you have recommendations of people I should follow, I do plan on doing Ivy the Occultist. She did a video about a glitch spell, to kind of, if you have something that you kind of glitch on or that is kind of a negative aspect of you, how to do a spell and take that. And then I want to leave it on, in March, I job hunted and I did not get a job, and I did all the, I did the spells, the abundant spells and all that. And I was very discouraged. But again, this is all new to me. So, and I'm very used to, and I've had talks with, I'm part of Cult Mothers community on Patreon and Discord. And so they really helped me see through that I am used to Christianity, and anything that didn't happen to me that I had prayed for, that I'd asked for, well, God didn't want me to have it. God didn't want me to do this. But now that it's me and my universe and myself manifesting that stuff, it's hard to flip that in your brain. So I thought, well, it's just not working. Like this is rubbish, not good, and feeling very kind of defeated. So I talked it through with some people there. But really, again, it comes back to, things aren't instant. There's songs about, thank God for unanswered prayers kind of thing. So, but anyway, the abundance to me, it did manifest though. It didn't in my time when I wanted it. It's not a magic wand, a fairy godmother kind of thing. You just let it happen. You let the universe do it. Again, it's still my accountability. It's still me. It's still me putting it out there. It's still me believing in it and having the right attitude and perspective. But taking the essence that the universe gives us and like just honing in on it. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining this right. But to me, abundance showed in the fact that I knew I was going to lose my job. Writing was kind of on the wall. It was nothing to do with me. It was the United States kind of climate thing. And because I'm a social worker. And anyway, I am totally not a social worker job. But I'm going to start from the ground, get my foot in the door, and work my way up kind of a thing. It's with the same company that I get a pension with. So I get to build that pension up, so that's good. The benefits are really great. So yes, I didn't get what I thought I wanted, but I did get abundance because you know, not a lot of times nowadays do you go into an interview and then within 2 hours, pretty much get told on the spot, you're going to get the job. And then 2 hours later, they make it happen on a Friday so you can start on a Monday. If that's not abundance, I don't know what is. And if I'm wrong, please comment. I am up for discussion. I just want to learn and be a better person. So I'll get off my soapbox. Thank you if you've got this far. Did you enjoy your beverage? Again, unplug in the like, plug in the subscribe, plug in the comment. Please do all those things if you feel so inclined, and I will catch you in the next one. Blessings.